welcome back to my channel. It's me, Genevieve. If you're new here, kindly consider subscribing, and if you're returning, thank you so much. In this recipe, we're going to be making sourdough baguette. This sourdough baguette has a crunchy crust, an open crumb, and lots of flavor, and it's easy to make than you think. Eat it plain, slathered in butter, or served with your favorite soup. So the first thing we're going to start with is feeding our sourdough starter. This is how it looks like directly from the fridge. So for this recipe we need flour, warm water, salt, and the sourdough. I'll leave the exact measurements in the info box. This is how you know that your sourdough is ready. It should have many small bubbles across the top and throughout. You can use baguette or wheat flour. After the 30 minutes, I use the stretching and the folding method. This is just grabbing the outer dough and pulling it over towards the center. This just gives the dough more stability. Continue until you have come full circle to complete all folds around the bowl. This method strengthens the gluten and gently incorporates air into the dough without kneading. The benefit is an increase in volume, a high rise, and more interior crumb. Thereafter, continue to perform a set of stretch and fold every 30 minutes for 2 hours, covering and resting in between each round at room temperature. After the folding and the stretching method, put the dough in the fridge. This is effective because it allows the dough to develop sourdough flavor. Sprinkle some flour on your working surface to prevent the dough from sticking. Take each of the 4 corners of the dough and bring one by one into the middle to create a little parcel. This helps to strengthen the gluten. So at this point, we start with shaping the baguette. Take the upper third of the dough and fold it up to meet the middle part. Repeat the same procedure and push it down and seal it all together. I will be using a baguette pan. Starting at the top, fold over the top layer but in small increments. Each bit you fold, push it in. Then start rolling to lengthen it. You can also dust the pan with flour. You can also place the baguettes on generously floured kitchen towels. If using towels, crease up the sides of the towels to create walls for the baguette to rest against. Roll to a long shape and not too long, otherwise they won't fit on your baguette tray. And make sure that the seam part is on the bottom. In the meantime, I will allow my baguette to rest. Sprinkle with a little flour and give at least one angled slash in the dough with a razor blade to allow the air to escape. How many slashes you do is up to you, but if you don't do enough or they aren't deep enough, the air will burst out where you might not want it to. You can use a sharp knife, but this can tear the dough. Spraying water on baguette dough before baking helps to create the top of the dough moist during the first few minutes of baking, which in turn helps the dough skin to be more flexible and to expand as it starts to bake. Added moisture also helps to create a crispier crust, especially if used in conjunction with steam baking. Bake for 20 minutes. This sourdough baguette tastes very rich. The only downside to making this baguette is also what makes them so unique. Because of their small circumference and thin crusts, the best eaten on the day you bake them. After the first day, they begin to lose their texture and the crust either becomes overly hard or soft. Let me know in the comment section if you tried the recipe and how they turned out to be. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.